baseball was falling out of favor, Bill, but the Rockets have made a cornerstone of their success that very thing.
True. For the regular season. Then
right,
for the
and then it
early
changes,
rounds.
doesn't it? Right?
Yeah, I do wonder if it's like the run and shoot with football, where it's this.
You don't trust it, maybe? You don't trust it?
Yeah, it's for the regular season. You're playing a team once. They don't have time to scout it for a bunch of weeks. But, you know, when you get to the playoffs, you're playing the same team 7 times.
Scouting gets better.
Yeah, and players, you just played it 2 nights ago. You did play it against the same offense. You pick up little tricks. And I really wonder if you can win 4 straight rounds doing it.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. Russell is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's T in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the small forward. Harden outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Out left to the wing. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. To the paint. Here's T. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Bill, when it comes to opinions on Russell Westbrook's game, people have a lot of different points of view. What's your thought?
I mean, there's never been a more polarizing player in this generation than him. And I didn't think he was the MVP 2 years ago. I actually thought he was a little underrated last year. I voted for him for the second team All-NBA because he just plays hard every single night, and he's frustrating, and he's going to do 7 things in a game that you don't like, and he takes too many shots, and he's hard to play with, but the force of personality and the intensity he has night after night after night in this league where everybody's load management and picking their spots, like I really respect it. So I've come around a little bit. I think I don't know how much longer it's going to last.
He's a warrior.
Like one of those football running backs.
Yes.
Oh man. And that's what it's like to watch Westbrook.
That's a good comparison. So it's the Warriors now. James Harden picking up that last basket. Over Green. Green, the pass to T. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Just 5 on the clock. No good from T.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the jam by Harden.
I like to see this from Westbrook when he focuses on hitting his guys. It can make the entire team better.
Inside, here's T. It's rebounded by Houston. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Remarkable consistency from D. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Warriors trail by 4. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple of years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players,
and still stay competitive.
Build
so they kept the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before them did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
And Jay was named Player of the Month again. That's now, Greg, twice this season. And what a year it's been.
And that just sums up what an impressive season it has been for Che, Kevin. Winning several Player of the Month awards is hard to do for any star in the NBA, and Che has done it at a very young age.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Now Westbrook, after the miss, 3 from T. That one drops for him. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a player you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. By the way, what a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours and don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
I'll set some
setter.
picks.
You're a great pick and roll. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And they just can't seem to get going.
And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 4. Outside Gordon. Six on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Houze in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
A handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year for somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not
a percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figures 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Nuggets was a big factor. He had 19 points and made an impact on the glass with 7 rebounds. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue it.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's
also,
nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now. And I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second-team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our
about
name
it.
is attached to it.
Yeah. I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the inside. Thompson, left side. To the middle. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the new power rankings are out, with the regular season coming to a close. You look at the Timberwolves. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
it was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with
I love it, too. Don't you? I love the
I
fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out on up.
Yeah. And here's Thompson following Russell Westbrook's three. T, the pass to Russell. Some nice passing by Golden State. That one good for 2. 7 points for T.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
For 3, Westbrook doesn't go for him. The Warriors go the other way.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And here, late in the season, a good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. Which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch? You look at T, all season long. He has proven again and again that he's the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Me too. And it's the way that he's just sustained his level of play for the entire season. So consistent. No major peaks, no huge valleys. That's pretty impressive stuff and heady stuff from a rookie.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the Ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like, the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should get?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again. Warriors trail by 11. T, and he dunks it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Westbrook. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Russell against Westbrook. Russell passes to T. Great T that time from Green.
maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
And entertaining as always, Bill. Thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't
They're
want
off
to see
the
that
schedule.
team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history.
It's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow. Warriors trail by 12. Russell passes to Cauley Stein. Right wing. Here's T. It's rebounded by Houston. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Harden kicks to Green. Pocket 6. The offensive rebound. Capella finds Tucker. Great D that time from Green.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The pass to Harden. Launches a three. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Houston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And now with
Kevin, thank you.
thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green and Cauley Stein are down low. Thompson is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's T in at the small forward position. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
There's the lob to Harden. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Rockets lead by 12.
I respect Russell Westbrook's passing ability, something that he's worked hard to become better at.
Russell passes to T. Green breaking loose, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets. In return, Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Capella kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Rockets now. Cauley Stein with it. Westbrook picks him up. Russell passes to T. Right block shot. Rebounded by Tucker.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Outside Westbrook. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
All free throws good from T. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
And McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for the Warriors. Down low, Westbrook with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. It's blocked. Passes it to T. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Ben McLemore. The Warriors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And he makes the first. Murray's checked in for Thompson. Both free throws good from T.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And Harden finished 2nd in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
For 3, Westbrook, but they get it back. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 7 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Russell against Westbrook. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The 3, hands it from downtown. 16 points for him.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's T. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Houston leading by 14. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
T. And he banks in the layup. T's got 12 points in just the second half.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can
Clint Capella comes in for Chandler. And it's Gerald Green in for James Harden. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for Overal. T comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Klay Thompson in for Alec Burks. That's good from Capella.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Green, and it's Houze in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Green passes to T. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. T's got 23 points. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Here's T, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Looney. Here's T, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Rivers. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Warriors. Russell comes in for Steph Curry. And there's the pass to T. Dishes it to Green. To the paint. Here's T. The second effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And he's good on the second.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Now the Warriors moving it up. Russell with a wide open look. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. In the corner, it's Gordon. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Now Westbrook, a 3-point spread on the scoreboard. And finished off by Westbrook.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to T. He dishes it to Thompson. Pass to T. Green up on top. And stolen by Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
Well, when Eric Gordon's able to find space and dribble that way, the defense has a hard time and is helpless to stop it.
Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Westbrook, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Three-pointer. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Warriors trail by 9. Russell looking around. Here's T. It's rebounded by Houston.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Westbrook. Green with the block.
Oh, I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
And Capella sends it back. They recover it. T, guarded by Green. There's the lob to the hoop. Thompson finds Russell. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And finished off by Westbrook.
You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism. Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Clint Capella.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Timeout called, the Warriors. Brent, certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought 2 ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low-post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys. And it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball. Jokic in there with his.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up.
You're asking me? I'm all for it. If you can start work at 18 in any other field, why not the NBA? Look, you can vote at 18. You can join the Army at 18. You can drive at 18. Why can't you play in the NBA if you're 18? Look, if you're good enough, you're good enough. Simple as that. Luckily, we seem to be heading in the right direction here, but I'm...
So, Jay, what went wrong tonight?
Everything.
What went wrong? I don't know, man. Everything? Vinny, what you got for me, man?
How about defense?
What's happening, family? It's your man, Nazar, the AI architect for NBA 2K20. Here to introduce you to the play system for NBA 2K. It's been a minute, and I'm excited to be back, so let's get started. Now, if you're new to the series and not yet a veteran play caller, and you want to know what your AI teammates are doing out there, be sure to peruse through the coach settings. I highly recommend you turn on offensive play vision to all plays and make sure play vision display is on light. This will enable you to see and anticipate what your AI teammates are doing on the floor and make you a much more effective offensive player in 2K20. When your team has the ball on offense, tap the plays bumper to bring up the play action menu, and then press pass to run a quick isolation for the ball handler. This will give you 7 seconds of bliss for isolation spacing. This year, that spacing is dynamic, so when you move your player around the floor, your teammates will continue to create space for the duration of the isolation. The next option is the floppy. This play action button allows you to run a quick floppy action from any location on the floor. Tap the plays bumper and then press the shoot button, and the AI will auto-select a player to run a quick floppy action on command. It's real nice.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official.
How you feeling tonight? It's a big game. Let's do this.
There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Good Friday night to you. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, the retirements of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker mean the start of a new era.
A proud franchise. Thank you, David. And here's a look at some numbers for Curry.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's T in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurt. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys started to get nights off.
Aldridge, good.
That's just the money area for LaMarcus. That's the shot you want your offense to produce.
Pass to T. Here's Curry with the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
The shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Pass to T. Fires the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Murray kicks to Pirtle. Back to Murray. Now Pirtle. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan's shot is off. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. T, White covering. Looney passes to Green. Here's Curry. Bank shot, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Murray kicks to White. Count it. White's got his second basket of the night.
Loved Murray's scoring potential, but the development of his playmaking may be an even higher priority.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
And here is Murray following the three from T. Count that one.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. A pass to T. Back to Curry for the three. Another three for Golden State. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Looney kicks to Russell. T. DeRozan defending. Here's T. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Spurs leading by 4, setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Looney. Alec Burks is out there with Russell. Then it's T. And it's McKinney in at the 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Rockets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 32 points, and over again, he found ways to draw contact and get back to the free throw line. It was really spectacular watching him take over a game like that. He proved once again that he is an elite talent. Kevin?
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
Whether he's scoring, facilitating, hitting the glass, his focus is just to provide whatever they need for the win.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season. Gotta admire the aggressive nature of that dunk by Thompson. No mercy when he takes it strong to the cup.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. White with it, picked up by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Here's T, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on DeRozan.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes that 2 guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
And here's White after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Bounce pass, Aldridge. DeRozan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
This is where DeRozan is one of the best. Below the foul line, making plays.
Passes it to T. He kicks to Green. Up top, Curry. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 8.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Murray finds White. Back to Murray. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Aldridge. Warriors with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Thompson is double. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's T, and the layup falls. T's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Here's Murray. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Shoots it up. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from T.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Murray out there with White, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. No good from T. Spurs trail by 4.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, DeMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Now, here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. T, the pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arm, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Rudy Gay's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
The way Draymond carries himself, plays with a chip on both shoulders, which can be good and bad.
Here's Gay. Second shot opportunity. And they pick up 2. Gay's got 8.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Now, Smitty, if you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, it would be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is another guy I'd be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision. But I say right now, it has to be Giannis because of the force and his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. You're right.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Rudy Gay on the wing for the lead, and it's good on the way in. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a fluid athlete. Rudy dancing on the offensive end, keeping defenders off balance.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now here's Bellinelli, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Pirtle. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Now here's Murray. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Drops in the layup for 2. Murray's got his second basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
To the middle, there's Looney. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney. Not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney.
White against Curry. Floats one. Great D that time from Green.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's T in at the small forward position.
Stephen Curry is so dangerous in the open floor. Nice finish.
And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. 7-point differential. Here's Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson passes to T. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
White against Curry. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Curry passes to T. Here's Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Great look, but off the mark. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry with it. Now guarded by DeRozan.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
Spurs trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Feeds to Aldridge. Down low. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Aldridge. And that's 15 points for DeMar DeRozan. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to T. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Early eyes by Curry. Sees the play developing. Knows where he wants to go with the ball.
There's the pass to Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Shooting for San Antonio, Marcus Aldridge. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Spurs. Both free throws good from Aldridge. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Inside, here's T, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And good that time.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Aldridge definitely knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Murray against Curry. Passes to T. Green left side. And Green slams it in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for T.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down, as he was converting every good chance he got.
And it's Aldridge missing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. T, the pass to Looney. On the wing, Thompson. To the middle, here's T. That one misses. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Yeah.
Murray against Curry. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, it's Shaq. Great job locking down the W. I saw all roads going for you on the offensive end. You smell barbecue chicken or what?
Man, Shaq, I woke up this morning craving something tang with a little bit of heat. I didn't have time to get in the meal for this game, so you know what? I had to go out and eat up some drumsticks that they were trying to check me. But I had to just keep on scoring, you know, thinking I'd get full, but just like you with the buffet, never-ending feast.
Well, speaking of buffet, I own a restaurant in Vegas called Big Chicken. I know the owner. Just tell them Shaq sent you. You get to eat for free, baby, playing like that.
I got you.
That's the great thing about this league. It's constantly changing. So just look at all of those so-called unicorn bigs. You know, guys like Durant, Porzingis, and Zion, and Simmons, and Embiid, and Luka. Giants who can play like point guards. Big men who can rain threes.
Shoot the rock, big fella.
Yeah, so don't be so sure you know what's going to happen in the future. You know, everyone thought you had to have a Curry.
Oh, I miss you too, baby.
Now, you got to have a big guy who can shoot. Or maybe not. The league is unpredictable, and that's something we should all be thankful for.
Strong agree, Hank. Yep. Change keeps things fresh.
Yep. You know what else is fresh?
The banger we're about to play for our listeners?
Absolutely right on, Hornet. Time to play some more music. This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Golden State Warriors.
Get hip or get stuck.
I hope you heard me, babe. I miss you too.
Playing skills, you did. Ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist.
Okay, man, shit, they want their ass whooped. It's all good. It's whatever.
I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch, never switch, I never switch.
Send that info, and it's gonna be whatever.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, their way. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
That ain't gonna work, bro. Manhandle. Damn, I should have dove. Drain Hero, appreciate you for the follow, bro. Ninja 12, appreciate it.